flying one-handed with your issues?
Yeah, I mean it's tough. Anytime you got a club on your hand, it's I think the tackling aspect of it makes it a little bit tougher. I've never played with a big club on, so I don't know, but I'm sure it can't be enjoyable out there. I think it's protected really well, and the pain probably isn't there. But just functioning out there with a big old cast on is I'm sure very difficult.
You stuck two quarterbacks on the field for a few plays anyhow last week. I wonder if you'll continue to do that. What was the result you thought of that experiment?
Um, I don't know. I think it was okay. It's something we did a lot back in the day. How much more we do of it, I don't know. It's always available. What we do on Saturday, I'm not real sure.
Will Kyle continue to start?
Well, he got most of the ones reps, but Ash is getting a lot of reps. We'll kind of see where they both are on Friday and make a decision.
I wonder if you get the sense that this postseason will be different in terms of attrition and so many starters leaving to go to other places. Do you have a feel for that yet?
I do not have a feel for it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Nowadays, nothing surprises me in any aspect. There were a few of them that went last year that I never ever in my wildest dreams would have thought it was going to happen. And when they walked in my office, I kind of was floored. But so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see when the season's over. And whoever wants to come back, we'd love to have them back. If people decide they think they're better and can play at a bigger place, then go ahead and take that shot.
Hey, has recruiting changed much in this new era?
Yeah, this is really the first year that we're probably going to sign 14 high school guys and that's it. Most years we're signing 18 and 19 of them. This year we've cut down just because of the numbers we have, and then kind of planning for whether it's attrition or adding older players to the roster. I don't know yet, but this is probably the smallest class we've signed, and I don't know, I guess that most everybody throughout the country are signing smaller signing classes in December.
Just to leave room for the potential of adding transfers.
Correct.
Given how the season has gone, what will a win on Saturday be for you guys going into the offseason and for the senior class?
Well, a win would be fantastic. I don't think it's going to, if we win this week, it's not going to feel any better than it did last week when we were heading to the playoffs or conference champions. They all feel the same. If you lose, it feels the same no matter where it puts you. If you win, it feels the same. I mean, this game is just a one-off. I mean, sometimes it has a lot of bearing on what happens, whether it's playoffs, championships, but it's just a completely different animal. Now, next year it'll be a little different. I mean, it's going to be a Patriot League game. You may be playing each other for a Patriot League championship. You just never know. But for the most part, I mean, just playing William and Mary. I mean, it's a great environment down there. I'm sure they'll have a good crowd. They got a good football team, so it should be pretty fun to go down there and play.
How it's been to play with that right hand issue for half a season?
It's obviously been a little tough. Something you don't really prepare for, but you just kind of adapt and get used to it. I think as the weeks have gone on, I got better with it, learn how to play with it, learn how to adjust, and learn what I can and can't do. So it's obviously it's not optimal, but I've dealt with it and it's been getting better.
What is it you can't do?
Necessarily grab, block the trucks a little bit harder, tackling's a little bit harder with it. But you have to find different ways, different techniques. That's what great players do. They find ways to adapt, and so I've been having to do over the past couple of weeks.
An unusual spot for Richmond given the last few years. How do you feel about heading into this last game, knowing it's the last game?
Obviously, we wanted to progress this season, go farther in the postseason and stuff like that, but it's obviously not in the cards right now. And but it's the biggest game of the year. William & Mary, obviously, our big rival, Capital Cup. So there's no let up. We're gonna go in there fully attack the game and play it like it is our last game. So you give it everything you got on the field.
How difficult has this year been for you personally, in and out of the lineup, the club, all of that, and just how you're kind of plowing through all
Yeah, obviously it's been tough. Like I said before, you're never really prepared for it. You never really expect to get injured that much and stuff like that. But I mean, I've been grateful to be able to play. Obviously, it could be worse, it could be better, but you know, you gotta be optimal with your situation, and you gotta just be thankful for what you have. So that's what I'm obviously feel about the whole season.
So your running mate with the club, Peyton Seelman, gets an interception. I imagine that's a challenge. What were you thinking when you saw that play?
I mean, it was awesome. It was great. I mean, Payne's been having obviously an awesome season. So happy and proud for him. He's been working extremely hard. He deserves everything he's been doing. So obviously, it was cool to see and a big play in the game. It was really momentum changing and helped us, get close to the end of the game and almost put us in the spot to go in overtime there. But yeah, it was awesome.
What would it mean for the senior class to go out on a high note and beat William Mary Saturday?
Definitely. I mean, obviously, any team wants to beat William Mary. That's the biggest thing of the season. So we got to go out strong. I think it overall send a message going into next year too. You get the younger guys, ready for going in the off season and just kind of like it's just a good thing to end on a win, obviously, in the season. So that'd be great.
First year in the Patriot League, observations, thoughts. How did it compare to what you were in? Just tell me about what you thought about the Patriot League.
At the end of the day, I feel like football is football. Obviously, it's a different opponent, different place, but you still play the same game, and I think we prepare the same way. We play the same way, so it didn't change too much. Obviously, just but it was definitely different. Obviously, going to different places and stuff like that. So you adjust to that, but it's not nothing too different. Obviously, I mean, yeah.
Unusual situation for Richmond given the last 3 years. We know this is the last game.
Yeah.
You can share your thoughts about that. How you feel heading into it.
Yeah, it's a big game, big rival, a lot of history between us two. It definitely sucks not being able to make the playoffs, but we're gonna give them all we have, go out with a big fight, play our tails off, get a win.
Your impressions of the Tribe.
We don't like them, they don't like us. It's really what it is. A lot of history between the two, so we're just gonna go out and compete.
You are a fellow who can get fired.
hmm
How do you keep your emotions in check for a rivalry game like this?
Yeah, just really honing into the craft, doing what the team needs. Just being a leader. Gotta keep the young guys on the same track. So gotta hold my cool while also keeping them cool. So just really having the win in the back of our minds.
What would it mean for the senior class to go out on a high note, given hills and valleys
Yeah.
of the season and then beating them on Saturday?
It would mean a lot for us. We've been through a lot these 4 years, and especially the upperclassmen as well, the 5th years, 6 years. So, just going out with a big win would be big time for us. Give a lot of us, a good send-off, I'd say.
Saw where Lafayette started the same 5 offensive line the entire season.
Yeah.
Far cry from what you guys did.
Yeah.
How would you frame what you guys have had to do on your offensive line while the
Yeah. It's just really a next up mentality. Next man in, somebody goes down, we don't want to have any drop off with the next man coming in. Everybody's just perfecting their craft each and every day. So just being able to, hold each other to that standard has been really impactful for us.
How about for you, shifting positions a couple times during the year?
Yeah, it's been challenging, but it's definitely something I look forward to. I look forward to the challenge of being able to play different spots and just doing whatever it takes to help the team win.
What's kind of your evaluation of the younger guys who did step in, will likely be in a more prominent role next year?
Yeah, I think they've done a lot of good things, a lot they can learn from as well. But just getting them to get in the game, gives them confidence, and just building that confidence. If they mess up one play, go ahead and fix that right then and there. Make sure they don't make that same mistake.
John mentioned that you're firing now.
Mhm.
Are you vocal off it? Like, are you being pretty vocal?
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty vocal. I get a little fiery. I just like playing with a chip on my shoulder, and I think that brings a fire to the rest of the offense, the rest of the O-line. Just knowing that somebody can always just have that energy and that aggression to keep it going.
Do you think you will say something Friday night, when you guys get together that last time before the game?
I might say something just to the O-line unit, but I usually keep that up to the captains to say something in front of the whole team.